All right guys, here are the 2022 full Tundra skid plates. All right, so check out the coverage we achieved with these skid plates. So we've covered the oil pan, we've covered the transmission, the transfer case, and the catalytic converter is nice and secure away from theft. So these are 3/16 thicks, they're super strong, and we'll drop some shots in here before of just how vulnerable this truck really was. Check this out. Look how much of the undercarriage of the engine, the transmission, basically the whole guts of this truck is just wide open. These things are definitely a must-have upgrade. All right, so that's enough of me talking. Let's rewind this and show you how to get these installed. All right, so step one is we're gonna get all of our hardware unpacked. Just make sure we got everything. Make sure what you have matches the picture you'll see following this. So get all that laid out, then we'll remove the factory skid or splash guard from the vehicle. Okay, so now we're gonna remove this splash guard, and we got 4 bolts, 12mm tool for the back and the front. The front's kind of covered up by the air dam here, so we'll use a wrench to kind of reach up in there and get those pulled out. Once we remove those, we'll just simply start the front 2 bolts just a little ways so that we can slide in our new skid plate. Okay, so with those front 2 bolts started, we're gonna go ahead and get the skid plate into place. So it's kind of slotted where we can slide the skid plate into those 2 bolts. We'll hold up the back side, and then we'll start the next 2 in line, and that'll hold it in place. Then we'll go ahead and work our way towards the back, getting everything started. We're not gonna tighten it down yet till we get everything started, then we'll tighten it down. All right, so the order in which we gotta install these skid plates is we gotta get the front one on, then we gotta get the rear one on, and then we'll come back to the middle. So before we get the rear one up here, there's a square hole right behind the cross member here, kind of almost in line with the transfer case. And it has one of these black plastic clips on the top of the frame. So we have to stick a screwdriver through this hole, kind of hit that to pop this clip out, because ultimately we're gonna have the long 8-inch carriage bolt go through here and we'll capture it on top of the nut. So make sure you get this clip out of the way, then we'll be ready to hold the skid plate up, get this 8-inch carriage bolt in, and then the 2 3.5-inch carriage bolts up here. So we'll get all that started. Again, we're not gonna tighten it down yet, just get it started, and then we'll come back and tighten it down. Okay, now we're ready to put in our middle skid plate. So just a quick pro tip, we got some anti-seize here, and we're gonna put it on our 3/8 bolts, the stainless steel with the button head. There's 3 of them, and they're gonna basically join the front skid to the middle skid. So we want a little anti-seize on there because it's a captive nut, so it's always a good idea to keep that thread lubricated. So we'll get the anti-seize on here, slide it into place, start these front 3, then we'll work on the back. Okay, now we just need our 2 remaining carriage bolts. These are the 4.5 inchers. They're gonna go through these back 2 holes, and then we'll throw a washer on top and a nut. Again, just hand tight for now. Okay, so now we just got to get everything tightened down. So I got a 9/16 for all our carriage bolts, and we're using a 7/32 Allen for the button heads in the middle. Once we get that, then we'll get our little access door covers on, but right now we'll get it all locked down. All right, now our last step is we're gonna get these little access panels installed. They're the exact same size, so they can go in either spot. And since it's a captive nut we're going into, we're gonna use our anti-seize on the countersunk bolts, and then we'll get them all hand tight. We'll tighten them down with a 3/16 Allen. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and of course, welcome to our brand new channel. Please leave us a comment down below on some content you'd like to see. We'll catch you on the next one.